Welcome, everybody, to episode 69, giggity, of the effing title. And for this week, we have a replacement for the original guest. The original guest was unfortunately unable to do this last moment. They asked if it was okay they could cancel. I said yes, it's 100% okay. So we went, we found we found someone to bail me out. It's kind of the same person, kind of not. It's my good friend, Bach. And is it okay if I call you Bach?
Of course, it's okay.
How you doing, Bach?
How are you doing today?
I'm fucking sore. I'm burned and I'm hot. It was like low 90s where I was today. Like everything
Yeah.
fucking hurts. Like I'm burned to shit. Yeah, so good times all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bach has been on the channel for almost since the fucking inception of the channel. I think you're one of the longest people that have been on regularly or semi-regularly. So for the good
Snowball
people,
brought us together.
I was going to say, for the good people out there that don't know who you are, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Hello, I'm Bach. Me and Husky met through one of his friends named Bubba, and we just started playing Fortnite, and we just kind of clicked, and we just been playing for a while, and then I kind of joined the army, which was a stupid decision. We stopped playing, kind of broke apart while I was just training, but now we talk a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
Good friends.
Yes, sir. I'd say
Yeah.
you're really one of the, because there's some people that I say like they're kind of the OGs of the channel. I mean,
Yeah.
you like truly are one of the the true OGs of the channel.
Yeah, I am.
Um.
Proud of it though.
Oh yeah.
I've seen this channel grow so much. I remember like the first, what was it? It was like a draft
Yep. It
day,
was the
and I was
draft.
like,
You have draft weekend. Yeah. I asked you.
dude, that was fun.
I was freaking out because it was like I was trying to get more viewers than like I had ever had before, and I was like, dude, like, can you like I've never asked you to come just mod for me, but can you just mod for me? It was
Yeah,
a
I was
fucking
like dropping
wild.
links to like your socials
Yeah,
and
because this
stuff
was
like
back
that.
before I even knew how to do any of the commands or do any of that shit. Like,
Yeah. Oh man, good times. When was that? That was like 2 to 3 years ago,
mm-hmm.
right?
It was literally 2
Man,
years ago.
I'm starting to feel old.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
even old yet.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? So I got a fun story to tell real quick before we get into topics and everything.
Right.
So I went down to go see my buddy down in New Hampshire, right? So
Yeah.
today we come back. He brought me back. Um, so when he brings me back, he's like, "Hey, I kind of want to get something to eat. I'm hungry. Are you okay with that?" I was like, "Yeah, let's get something to eat real quick." And I was like, "I'll
Mhm.
pay. You drove me halfway. Back home. I'll pay for food." Um, so it's like there's a Dunkin' Donuts. So it's like, all right, cool. Let's go to the Dunkin' Donuts. Go to the Dunkin' Donuts. It's renovating, closed. So we're like, all right, fine. We'll go to the KFC Taco Bell next door. So we go to the KFC Taco Bell next door, and there's a fucking line that's like maybe 7 cars long. So we're like, fuck this. We go inside. So he pulls up. I get out of the car. There's some lady just looking at me, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm fat. I have a beard. I'm bright fucking red right now. Like, no need to fucking stare, man. And she's like, "Do you know if they're open?" And I was like, I think they are. I was like, I don't know why they wouldn't be. Go to reach for the door, pull on the door. The door's fucking locked. I was like, I look at her. I was like, I guess it's
Oh
fucking
man.
closed. So
She just looked to you for advice, man. She knew you would know.
exactly right. Like I guess the fat and the beard, says talk about KFC. I know all the knowledge. So then I'm saying to my buddy, I was like, all right, dude, like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, let's just go through the fucking drive through then, whatever. So we pull up and we're behind the lady that we're just talking to, and she's talking to the people, and she's like, "Hey, is there any way we can come in and eat? Because it's
Yeah.
locked."
Yeah.
And the lady's like, it's like 400 degrees in here. We only can do Taco Bell. The KFC part of this isn't working. No one from KFC came in today. Yeah, so all we're doing is Taco Bell. And me and my buddy are sitting in the car like, wait, did we just hear that right?
Yeah.
And we get up there, and she gives us the same fucking speech. It's 400 degrees in here. No one from KFC came in today. We're only
They just
serving
gave up.
Taco Bell. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, wait a minute. Are you telling me that they literally have a staff that just does KFC and just does Taco Bell? Like, these people on this staff don't know how to do both. Like, it absolutely blew my mind.
Yeah. I miss Taco Bell. I haven't had that in since dang September of 2022 or 2020.
I was gonna say 2020.
Apologize.
Damn, Bach in the future over here.
Yeah, I just to let you guys know, I'm a paratrooper, which means I jump out of airplanes. And on the last jump, I hit a tree and got stuck in it, so I sustained a concussion. So if I sound stupid, that is my excuse.
That's the excuse. But if you've been here long enough, no.
Yeah, I'm just dumb in general.
Um, all right. So for tonight, like I said, Bach bailed us out. Hopefully, Danny. Hopefully, you're feeling better. I'm sorry, that you weren't able to make it tonight. Um, so Bach was able to bail us out, and I asked him for 3 topics, and he immediately kind of these are the 3 topics that I'm dealing with right now. So we're going Apex Legends, working out, and the fall of Fortnite, which will be a fun. These will be 3 fun topics.
It's sad.
It's
So
sad, but
sad,
it's
dude.
3 fun topics. So let's kick it off. Apex Legends.
Yes. This season, what do you think?
So I like it, but I don't.
What don't you like?
I feel like I don't know why. I feel like so each season the difficulty kind of increases, right?
Yeah, because people get used to it.
People get used to it. People are getting better, and just like more players, newer player, new guns, new learning curve. I felt like the gap between season 8 and Legacy jumped a whole like 2, 3 like steps.
I agree. Have you seen like the YouTube videos of like it's Timmy almost dropping a 10K?
Yeah,
Like people are insane at the game right
it's
now.
it's 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 kind of terrifying to an extent
Yeah.
seeing a lot of this because I've so far, I mean, and it's one of those things I can say that I've been having bad games. I just put up 2 YouTube videos where one of them I went over 2K. I had 12 kills. No, I had 10 kills. 10, 12, 10.
Yeah.
It was like my 100th win with
That's
Verizon.
impressive.
Right, and then the second game of ranked I ever played, I had 12 kills with 2,700 damage, and
Yeah.
I died to someone that I didn't know where he was. Like I looked left and he was on my right. If I knew that if I looked
Yeah.
right, I kill him. I then fight his teammate. I possibly get 3K.
Dang.
Yeah, like I was cracked that game. So like it's one of those
Yeah.
things where like I'm seeing that and I'm like motherfucker.
Is it not usually like that though?
Well,
Is
no.
it
So
worse for you?
normally for me, like it's a lot more difficult. Mind you, as well. The
Yeah.
second game of ranked I ever played, I was back in silver at like 2.
Oh.
So I was in and I waited like a good 2, 3 weeks to play ranked because I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going through that fucking that bullshit
Yeah.
again. And then I go in and I almost drop a fucking 3K bomb and fucking like 15 kills. Like,
Man.
but
Do you like World's Edge for ranked?
I like each map. I'm not one of those ones that was like I like this map more than the others. I like all 3
Yeah.
maps. I think that all 3 maps should be in rotation for pubs.
Hmm.
I think I like the ranked idea of it being 2 maps because then it lets you kind of focus in on 2 separate maps each season. I think if they tried to do 3, it would be weird. But I honestly do think that they should have all 3 in pubs and either do an hour or an hour and a half rotation. That way, then
See.
everyone can play. Like you have 3 maps. Why are you limiting us to only being able to play 2?
See. I just love World's Edge. Like the way you can rotate, and especially with Valkyrie now, you're able to rotate so
Mm.
easily. You can just use your ult. But
Well,
I think World's Edge plays the best in ranked.
I find it funny because it's like when World's Edge first came out, everybody fucking hated it.
Yeah,
It's like give us back King's Canyon, give us back this, and then they brought back King's Canyon, and everyone's like, yeah, we like King's Canyon more than we like World's Edge. And then they brought out Olympus, and it's like, yeah, we like Olympus more than we like World's Edge. And then within the last like season or 2, it feels like, and now everyone's like, no, we want World's Edge back. World's Edge has now become like
Exactly.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, it's one of those things like I like World's Edge specifically because that was the map that was the only map that was available when my 2 buddies started playing.
Hmm.
So that's the map they know best.
I feel like with World's Edge, I can drop to almost any building, get 2 weapons and at least shields or something. Like in King's Canyon, I almost get like a Mozambique and like light ammo, but nothing else. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like that's all I get.
I feel like I feel like with Olympus or Kings Canyon, there are some areas that it's just like it doesn't work.
Mhm.
With World's Edge, there are areas that don't work, but it's very easily to rotate out of them very quickly. Where with like Kings
Yeah.
Canyon or something else or Olympus, like there's long stretches of area that you have to like run by and run through before you can get to the next, POI.
Bro,
Um,
especially Olympus. I feel like I just get killed so often just in the middle of nowhere with no cover.
I find Olympus weird, or the weird one, because Olympus really is that map where you can land anywhere on the map. It feels like, and
Mhm.
within 5 to 10 minutes, there's less than 10 squads.
Right? And I,
And
I don't know if it's man. What
like,
were you saying, sorry?
there was one game that me and my buddy Jeff played. We were playing. I think we were playing duos, and we landed
Mhm.
at Elysium, which is normally a hotspot,
Okay.
right? We
Yeah.
rotated from Elysium over to the like hydroponics area, over to Bonsai, over to Hammond Labs, and by the time that we got to the tunnel to Turbine, there was 3 teams left. So like we didn't see a single fucking team. By the time we got to the tunnel, there was 1 team left. It was us and one other team. And they had just got done
Yeah.
fighting someone, so we won. We won, and it's I have to find the clip at some point because I want to put it up on TikTok. But we go in, we kill this team, easiest fucking kills of our life, and then we look. There was at least maybe 18 death boxes in the tunnel
Oh,
going
no.
from Hammond Labs to Turbine.
Yeah.
It's just
That,
it was like, like we did, like it wasn't like we third partied this. It was like, no, we showed up when everyone else died, and there was one dude like
Mhm.
barely left.
So the whole team had like 250 damage total.
Exactly,
And you
like
guys
yeah, I
won.
mean, I think we both had like 100 or 200 damage each, 1 kill, 1 assist,
Yeah.
because we assisted with
Yeah.
each other's kill. Like that was it. Like, but I
That's
mean,
crazy.
it's I like. There's a lot of things that I do like about it. I think the Valkyrie is a nice addition to the game. I think she's a very
Mhm.
good addition to the game. Now I will say this: I think that if they put Valkyrie in before Horizon, it
It'd be
wouldn't have been as
crazy.
good.
You don't think so?
No,
Oh, you mean like too overpowered?
yes, because I feel like
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
because if you think about it, we spent 2 seasons learning how to shoot people in the air now because of Horizon.
Exactly.
So Valkyrie comes in and her like I feel like she's very balanced. I feel like she's a very balanced character. I mean, mind you, there's the
Mhm.
pros that were abusing her flying in the air on the final circle thing that happened
Yeah.
recently. But I mean if we're gonna talk it's kind of the same thing with like the Overwatch League. If we're gonna talk about the difference between pro players and the regular fucking person, like it's 2 completely
Yeah.
drastic different fucking worlds. You know?
There's no like similarities. I mean, there is, but just not near as
Oh no! I mean,
much as
like
that.
you can put you can put a pro player in a gold lobby with a P2020 and a Mozambique, and he will fucking get 10+ kills and kill the entire fucking lobby.
Dude, look at a 4K 20 easy.
Like I mean, and it's just it's crazy, you know.
Yeah. Just the
So
skill they have, how much they play.
exactly, but I think Valkyrie was a nice addition. I think the bow should have been introduced as a care package weapon. I will say
Dude,
that
it's crazy. It is insane.
I feel like the bow is the equivalent of the Spitfire right now. The Spitfire
Yeah.
is the stupid. There's literally no skill to using a Spitfire at
Yeah.
all. I will straight up say that there's zero skill to using it. And it's the same thing with the bow. All you need to do is see where they are. Just fire at least. If you fire at least 20 bows or like 20 arrows in the general vicinity that they are, you're probably gonna knock at least one person.
Exactly. And I
I can
feel like
almost
it's like
guarantee
the
it.
Sentinel. It's like the Sentinel, but you have more ammo and you can shoot quicker and it's close range. Like
Hmm.
it's crazy.
I feel like the Sentinel takes a little bit more skill.
Yeah.
If you charge the Sentinel, then that thing's just scary. But like with the bow,
Yeah, you get the 88.
like you can be sitting there and you can just get 3 taps by a bow out of nowhere really fast and you're down. There's nothing you can do. At least with the Sentinel,
Yeah.
you hear that thing fire once, you can at least fucking move. The bow will use,
Mhm.
and you can't even see where it
Yeah.
fucking came from.
It's like a silent sniper.
I think one of the things that I was saying a couple weeks ago on stream was I think that they should have the arrows should have a color trail to them.
Like a contrail.
Yes, almost. So you can see
Something
where
like
they
that.
came from. Because right now you can
Yeah.
see where they came from, but it's almost impossible to see where they came from.
Like you can see a Kraber shot, like the white line behind it.
Yeah,
Really
it's
easy.
like that. But with a Kraber though, at least like that line is like very very thick, and it stays there for a while. With the arrow,
Mhm.
it's there and then it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, I think that they should switch the bow and the triple take as it is right now, and just switch them.
Do you like the triple take as a marksman weapon?
I kind of do because it's one of those things where like so of course because you've played plenty of fucking games with me. Every now and then, me and the
Mhm.
guys will fuck around and do just random shit, right?
Yeah.
So we've done different ones where it's like we're gonna do shotguns only, or we're gonna do snipers only, and shit like that. First two guns. So like one of my buddies, Rob, he's 100% fully okay with doing snipers only because he'll use like a longbow, right, or a charge rifle as his
Mhm.
long range weapon, and then he puts a fucking classic one time scope on the triple take and uses it as a shotgun.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't even know what it hits for. It hits like for 72 up close or something.
Exactly. So I think that
Stupid.
if they tweaked the damage on it, left basically leave the damage and everything alone on the bow, and just put the bow in there, tweak the damage a little bit on the triple take, and bring the triple take back as a marksman weapon, not a sniper.
Mhm.
I think that'd be a better switch almost.
I feel like the triple take was too good with a 4 to 8 on it, or like a 6 to 10 or something. It was just crazy. You could hit anybody across the map with it.
Oh,
It
100
was
percent. I
just
mean, like,
absurd.
and that's the thing is that, like if you got down how to trail people and everything, you could like is like anyone running away from you, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. And they added what's it called? It's for the peacekeeper too,
Oh,
like
the
the
precision choke,
thing that
yeah. They just added
yeah,
it to
they
the
added
weapon.
that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is. I mean, it's the same thing with the PK. Like, I don't understand why it's a like. I don't know a single person that turns that thing off because I don't know if you know that you
The
can turn it
pros
on
do.
or off.
The pros turn it off.
Really?
Yeah, I
Jesus,
was watching Rogue and he always turns it off. I'm not sure if there's a reason for it or what, but yeah,
that's
that's
wild.
kind of crazy.
It's yeah.
Man. The other hop ups are just added to weapons like the skull piercer. It's on the wingman and longbow just automatically now.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting seeing them switching out, in and out, in and out, stuff like that. Because like shatter
Hmm.
caps, I think is a useless fucking hop up.
Have you seen it on the 30-30 though?
Oh, I refuse to use a dirty 30. I
It's
can't.
actually like a shotgun though.
Oh,
It's
I
like a
can believe it
laser and
because
beam.
that's the whole like reason behind it, right? I just
Yeah.
I can't use it. That's my big thing. Like, because
No,
I can't use it. So I
I
just
get
don't.
lasered with it sometimes though.
Oh yeah, 100, like that's the thing is like it's I find it funny because it's like the bow I can kind of use. I've started getting better with the bow. 30-30,
Hmm.
it's either I'm gonna have like 20 games not hitting a single fucking thing, and then one game hitting like a couple things, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like I don't know. I don't like the shattercrafts. I think tempo is interesting.
Hmm.
Um,
They add it for the Sentinel, which is weird.
well, and that's the thing is that like so for me like, and I've talked about it with my buddy Rob on stream, like because like the Sentinel is my main sniper. I used to
Hmm.
hate the Sentinel with a fucking passion. Then I had two challenges, like 3 weeks in a row, that was to use the Sentinel, and I had to get like knocks with it. And after
Go on
that,
rogue.
well, after that, like that's what kicked it off. Like immediately at that point, like I started getting better with it. I started liking it. I started getting really good at it. And I'm like, fuck it, this is my sniper now. Like done.
Yeah.
So the weird thing for me is that the Sentinel is very much it's a rhythm gun. And it's a rhythm
Yeah.
sniper, which is one of those things that
Definitely.
people don't like that because it like it isn't like the longbow where you can just bomb bomb bomb. It's not the charge rifle where it's just fucking tracking. Like it's a rhythm thing. So for me, like I like the rhythm because I can get into the rhythm, and if you start hitting in the rhythm correctly, you can kind of get into a nice rhythm of just pop, pop, pop. With the tempo,
Hmm.
it changes the rhythm. It changes how fast you go. So it can sometimes actually be a negative to you
Really?
because if you're used to the normal way that it goes, and then suddenly now it's faster. At least that's
See,
how
yeah.
it is for me anyway. Like for for fucking for some pro out there, they're probably like yeah whatever. Like this is fucking easy, you know. But for me, right, like it can fuck me
Yeah,
up.
the casual.
Yeah. Um, but I do think that's
Who
a nice addition to the game.
Yeah, so I've been running the R9 a lot this season, and as
Hmm.
a secondary, I started to use a Sentinel, and I was like doing really good. And then I got up into diamond lobbies,
Yeah.
and I could not use a Sentinel, so I had to switch to the G7.
Oh yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know. I miss the Sentinel. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, well, it's one of those things. Like it's funny watching the pros and seeing what guns they use because it's like you watch them and most of them use the same fucking guns,
Yeah.
right? And then like you see them and like yeah, they're always um there's a bunch of people that are like they use the fucking G7 as like a mid-range to long-range sniper, and it's I
Hmm.
think that they do it mainly because they can run double light. They can have 400 fucking rounds, and they don't need to worry about having to carry two different things because then it's like oh
Hmm.
shit, someone gets close, cool, switch to the 99 or the fucking 45, and there you go, right?
The 301's a big thing too. A lot of pros use 301 with the three times on it.
Oh yeah, so I saw the pros doing that, and I started doing it. Because I was like
It's
this, I was like
crazy.
this is interesting. I was like, let me try this real quick.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and I can only do it if I have a purple mag or a purple barrel stabilizer. If I don't have a purple barrel
Oh
stabilizer, it
yeah.
moves too much for me.
I see. Yeah. I've been running the two times on the 301 for 3 or 4 seasons now, and I
I
just started pushing to the three times.
For me, I'm a big fan of the 1x2.
Oh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
the 1x2
I,
because I can switch it on and off whether or not I want to be mid or close range. That's how I feel about it anyway.
it's so hard for me to use variable zoom sights like that because my shift key is a sprint button,
Oh yeah, see,
and
from on
going through fights like that, I'll
oh yeah, I
accidentally hit
can.
it.
So for on controller, it's down on the stick.
Okay.
So all it is literally it's zoom it's aiming in someone, and then if I press down on the left stick, I zoom in. Press down
Hmm.
again, I zoom out. So it makes it kind of really easy. Sometimes I will zoom in when I don't mean to, and that can kind of
Yeah.
suck. But oh well. Um,
Yeah. Man, have you been playing ranked much this season?
we play a decent amount of ranked. I kind of got into a habit of um like I just want to play and I just want to have fun. Like that's my biggest thing now.
Yeah.
I don't want to play and just get my ass kicked every fucking game. I don't find
You
that
just
fun. It's not
bust a
entertaining.
sweat.
And it got to the
Yeah.
point where that's what ranked was getting to for me. So like my buddies, like they love fucking playing ranked. That's all that they fucking want to play is ranked. And I
Hmm.
can't fucking do it all the time. So like the first I don't know maybe 3 weeks of the season, I did not play ranked a single fucking nope. I was like, I refuse to. I think there was one day where they were playing ranked, and I like they were playing ranked together, and I was playing solos, and we were in the same lobby, just kind of talking because like I refused to. I wasn't doing it. You know.
Yeah.
Um, I made it to plant again, so I don't need to play it again. I don't need. Technically, I don't need to do ranked anymore because I've already got platinum, and I'm not getting to diamond. Um,
Dude, diamond lobbies are just insane.
well, that's like I think I consider myself a high gold player that gets lucky to get into platinum.
Okay.
That's the way that I see it. I don't deserve to be in platinum at all. As soon as I start getting put into platinum games, I start getting fucking destroyed.
I see.
As soon as I'm in gold games, I have either shit games or I can hold my own. It's like it's one of the two. Like there's no dominating or anything. It's either I hold my own or I just get shit on. So like I
Yeah.
kind of like I can just slowly get to platinum by just like top three win, top three win. Have a game where we place 10th, but I got 5 kills. Like I can slowly get there like that.
Yeah.
But
Man.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean I'm intrigued to see because they said that this month right now, the month of June, that there's not going to be a whole lot of content for Apex. At the end of the month, there's going to
Ooh.
be a big content thing, which I already know what it's going to
Really?
be, and I already fucking hate it. Um,
Is it an heirloom?
no, so from what I've seen online, it's going to be ranked arenas.
Not a fan of that.
So I like arena. I think arena is a cool mode.
I do too. It's
I
casual though.
I snipe in arenas. That's my big thing. Is I'm a sniper. I snipe in arenas and I'm
Hmm.
Overwatch. I tell people where they are and I do my best sniping. The thing I hate about arenas is the fact that I can try to snipe someone and them have an L star and they can kill me just by spamming me and I can miss every single shot on them.
Yeah.
Like
I'll
they
switch.
like and this was one of the things that I was wondering about when they first came out with arenas was that how are they going to set the difference of this because like the gunplay in arenas is completely different than the gunplay in battle royale. So how are they going to
Absolutely.
balance both modes? Because
Oh wow.
eventually, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to balance it either for both modes at the same time or balance for each separate mode. And once you balance for each separate mode, then that's going to fuck people up that you want to play both modes.
I just don't think Arena is a competitive game. I feel like that's very casual, at least right now.
Well, that's the thing is that like I think that they need to make tweaks to. I think they need to make tweaks to guns, to the money, to the purchasing of stuff, to some of the
Hmm.
maps, and then they can be ranked. Because I think
Yeah.
I want to see the pros play it. I want to see the pros play arenas because I think that'd be very fun and very interesting to watch.
So I have a friend that's a predator in Apex,
Okay.
and me and him went to an arena game, and they did not get a single kill. The other team did not get a single kill. It
Hmm.
was just absolutely absurd. I feel like for that to be extremely like it's not a ranked thing. At least right now, it's just not gonna play well. Because I mean, if you have one good player on the other team, he's just gonna absolutely demolish people. Like if you have Timmy on the other team, he's just gonna kill everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that like right there's this um there's that the kind of the power thing because like for instance like when I because like I snipe right that I've said like I use it to practice sniping and to snipe. That's my big thing with that, right? So like I'll do um Sentinel and P2020 almost every single round. That's my
Hmm.
that's my combo, right?
Hmm.
On a map like Artillery, I got to points where like people going along zip lines, I was hitting them as they were going to cross zip lines like multiple times. Like hit them once at the beginning, hit them once at the end. Like people in the air hit them. Like I was getting like
Yeah.
stupid good at like timing shit on the Artillery. But then as soon as you go to like the Party Crasher map, it's a completely different thing because now I'm having to duck behind things. I'm having to play differently. And then you take me to another map, and it's like, okay, this map isn't really a sniper map. It feels like so I got to play it like this and like this, which therefore fucks up my whole thing and what I'm trying to do. And like I just think that it's there's a
Don't
lot
the
more.
maps switch like stupid quick too?
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's 10 minutes or something.
it's kind of crazy with that, especially because like yeah, like the maps change very quickly, but then also like they removed artillery, which in my opinion was the best map.
Hmm.
Then they put in gardens, which is all which in my like I played 2 games of gardens and immediately I told my buddy I was like I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing arenas unless there's a challenge like a weekly challenge thing again to play arenas. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't give a fuck what challenges I have. Don't care. I'm not playing arenas anymore. This isn't fun,
Yeah.
you know. And that's just like how I start. That's how I've started to feel with a lot of this stuff. Is like it's just like this isn't fun,
Yeah.
you know. Um, like I said, I think it's
One thing.
like when it first came out, I was like, this is a fucking really cool mode.
Yeah.
But as it's gone on and people are starting to realize, like, I can just buy an L star and just spam the shit out of people and win every game.
It's yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fun, right? Like, no,
One thing I wanted to talk about is like, especially in arenas, like how everything can be fun at first. Like Apex Legends, and along with all the other BR games, were so much fun right when they started. But once everyone gets good, it just decreases the funness. Like that
mm,
happens with almost every BR game. Like Fortnite, same thing happened. Like Warzone's probably happened too. Just everyone's getting good, and then no one can have fun. The casuals have to be very good and put a lot of time into it just to have a fun game. You know what I mean?
exactly. And it's and that's what things is like. It's like you go into a ranked match, right? And it's like the champion's the guy that has like 4 kills and that's it.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's fucking weird, but all right, whatever. You go into pubs and it's like, okay, cool. This is 3 predators. They all have 20 kill badges, and they have the elite 888 badge from fucking season 0. It's like, oh, okay,
There's no difference anymore. Like between ranked and pubs, at least for me, and when I play, they're usually the same skill level. So I just only do ranked.
exactly. Like I, it's one of those things. Like I said, I do a little bit of both. I try to do a little bit of both. I fuck around in one. I fuck around in the other. Like there was one. There was a ranked game that we played last week. I think it was a ranked game. It may not have been a ranked game. Now that I say that, it wasn't a ranked game because it was on Olympus.
Okay.
But I said fuck it. I want to have some fun, and I ran a P2020 in Mozambique the whole game. We came in second, and I had like almost 1,000 damage and 4 kills. Like
Yeah.
And that was fun. Like I was just fucking around. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like I used to have like a fuck around game that was fun every like fifth or sixth game. Nowadays, I feel like it's like every 10th game.
Yeah, you
And
gotta sweat super hard.
and that's the thing that I think like is like as battle royales go on and the time kind of keeps going with them. Like you said, like it just people get better at the game. Therefore, there's going to be tougher competition.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be harder to fucking play the game. More people are playing now, so therefore it's going to be more difficult to fucking play. And it's one of those things where it's like I heard someone say at one point, I don't want to play any. I don't want to play ranked anymore because the people that I'm playing against are too good. And it's like this person was also trying to get into a higher elo.
Hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, well, no shit, they're too good then. Like if you're trying to get into the Grandmaster or Master or whatever the fuck level these are, they are above the
Yeah.
levels that I fucking know. It's like, of course these guys are going to be stupid good, and it's going to be tougher games. But that's
That's the
that's
point of
that's the
ranked.
point of doing this. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to fucking just walk my way into fucking Predator. No, like. And it
Yeah.
was a very weird thing to hear people like. I heard like two or three people say it, and I'm like, that's a weird fucking thing to say. Like,
Do you think skill-based matchmaking should be in pubs? Because it definitely has a place in ranked. It needs to be there. But in public lobbies, should it be there?
I think it should to an extent.
Okay.
So if, like, for instance, if there is, um, let's say, like, we get into a match and there's a Predator, 20 kill badge guy, da 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 da, right? Boom.
Hmm.
If there's one on one team, like the matchmaking needs to make it so there's like one on another team, like equal it out,
Yeah.
so those two equal each other out, sort of thing. If they're gonna do something like that, because it's one of those things where skill based matchmaking is like I think it's a good thing, but of course, whenever people talk about skill based matchmaking, it immediately goes to, oh, why don't you go play ranked then?
Exactly.
And then, like I just said, I don't really feel like I deserve to be in plat. I don't feel like I'm a plat player, but I get into plat because I get bullshit lucky towards the end of when I start getting higher in gold.
Yeah.
You know, like there's been plenty of fucking videos that people have put out there where it's like, I'm gonna wrap my way to platinum, I'm gonna wrap my way to grandmaster, and like they just like fucking they don't fight people. They just wait until the final. Like they just fucking rat and rat and rat and rat and rat, and they know all the rat places. And the next thing you know is this the top two teams, and they're winning games because they can out rat people and they can find like certain nooks and crannies, or they got on the other side of the mountain, or and people.
Yeah.
And it's like they can get their way up to high elos like that, and it's like if you do that, the matchmaking fucks up.
Yeah.
So
It
I
must
think
be like
it's
the scoring done wrong.
and that's
'Cause I
the,
feel
like
like getting kills doesn't get enough points.
well, that's the thing that was is interesting about Apex. Kills don't get you points. It the most XP. The most XP you get is from time that you stay alive.
Yeah.
Because it's the opposite of Fortnite. Because that was one of the things I found really cool about Apex versus Fortnite. Was because I couldn't kill anyone in Fortnite, couldn't kill anyone in Apex, but I was getting more XP in Apex because I was staying alive longer.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. It's a battle royale. You're last man standing. It's not kill
Mhm.
everyone, right?
Exactly.
So, that's my thing with it. So, like, I think there should be to an extent, but I don't know enough about it to fully say. Because, like I said,
Yeah.
you're always going to get the thing where it's like, well, if you want skill-based matchmaking, go to ranked.
Yeah. Apex is honestly my favorite BR right now. Not overall, but
Well,
right
so
now
I
it is.
just got done doing something. I did a series on YouTube. I kind of told you a little bit about it, called
Mhm.
Battle Royale May.
Yeah.
For every Sunday in May, I uploaded me playing a new battle royale that I've either played once or twice, or I've never played before. So we played Hyperscape, Spellbreak, Warzone. Why can't I think of the other one now? Hyperscape, Warzone.
Fortnite?
No. Oh man, please hold for a moment while I look this up. Of course, I can't even remember my own fucking series that I did. The final. I'm saving. I know what the final one is. I just don't want to say it yet because it's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Battle Round May. PUBG. That was it. PUBG
Oh,
and Forza.
wait, Forza has a wait, what?
Yeah, Forza has a fucking BR.
What?
Yeah. So, Forza Horizon 4 has a game mode called the Eliminator, which is a racing battle royale. It's open world. You start off with a Mini Cooper, and it's just you driving around. You have to stay inside the ring. Don't go outside the ring. So you're just driving around. If you see another car, you honk your horn at it, and you challenge them to a race, a 1v1 race. And on the map, randomly, will be like, this is where you have to get to. So you race to that point. Whoever gets there first wins, eliminates the other person, and you can upgrade your car.
Huh.
It's
Was it
the
pretty fun?
It was a lot of fun, and there was actually good sized
Yeah.
lobbies. There was 40 to 50 person lobbies every lobby.
It actually sounds pretty cool.
It is. It takes like an hour because you have to unlock it.
Yeah.
But as soon as you unlock it, though, like I played maybe 7 games in like 2 to 3 hours, and that was with like
Sounds really
decent little
fun.
breaks in between it. And that's the thing, yeah. Like it was fun. I'm not a racing game guy, so. But like, so I've played a lot of BRs recently.
Hmm.
Apex is still the most fun I've had out of all of them. Of course, each one I've had fun in because of stupid shit that we've done within the game itself.
Yeah.
But
That's just having fun with friends, not the actual
exactly,
game itself, most likely.
Apex I feel like has the best core kind of thing, and that also could just be because I play it 4 hours a fucking day. But
What do you think of Apex compared to Modern Warfare? Because Modern Warfare is just killing the game, dude. Everyone's playing that.
Modern Warfare was weird for me because it was like I didn't know the guns.
Hmm.
The movement was similar to an extent, but the TTK I felt was like stupid and high.
Yeah.
Like there's one clip in I put it in the video anyway, where me and Danny are like just running, and suddenly she gets sniped, down, dead, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh,
That's
that's
why
the thing,
Apex is good.
right?
Takes more skill to kill a person.
Well, and that's the thing is like that was kind of my thing. Like there was a couple games where I was getting kills. I did okay a couple times. But like overall though, I was just like it didn't feel I didn't like the way it felt versus the way Apex felt.
Apex is so smooth.
Apex of course of course I didn't hit a single fucking sniper shot, but I've seen people hit sniper shots in the game. I
Yeah.
feel like hitting sniper shots in Apex is more satisfying than
Oh
seeing
yeah.
people hit him in Warzone.
Bullet travel is a lot more just a lot more important in Apex.
Yeah,
I feel like.
that was my big thing. I mean, like I said, like I said, out of all these ones, Apex easily beats all these ones, right?
Hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, no, it was very interesting though doing this battle royale. Me, I was really kind of it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't heard of the Forza BR. I
That's the
feel
thing.
like that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, one of my buddies one of my buddies, Danute, told me about it when we were playing PUBG, and I
Hmm.
was like, "There's no fucking way." And then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's a fucking like battle royale, like fucking racing game. Like, let's go," you know.
That's
And like
dude.
I actually had fun with it. That was the thing. Is like I was getting pissed
Yeah.
off originally because it was like, why do I need to spend an hour playing this game to unlock a game mode? But as soon as I unlocked it, it was like whatever, like worth it.
Yeah. Man. What'd you think of PUBG though?
PUBG
I
was
haven't played that
interesting.
game forever.
PUBG was interesting. I liked it mainly because I got a dinosaur costume. I killed someone and I had a dinosaur costume, so I stole it from him. I was just running around as Barney basically for the whole fucking match.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah.
Compared to Apex though, it's so clunky.
Oh yeah, no, that was the thing. I said it in the video, and I said it when I was playing. Like everything felt clunky. Everything felt kind of
Man.
too like almost robotic sort of thing. It was like that one
Yeah.
felt too clunky. Hyperscape felt too fast. Spellbreak was one of those things where it goes from 0 to 100 like dumb fast. Warzone was
Yeah.
like it's either you're having fun or you're just dead. There's no in between. And the Forza game was just honestly I don't really think you can take racing games serious. If you do, good for you, but I can't. So for me, like it was just like whatever, like cool. Like I was having fun. Like if I eliminated someone, I would shit talk them. If I got eliminated, I was like whatever. Like I suck at this game. I'm picking cars and I don't know what the fuck the car is. Um,
Yeah.
But like,
I definitely think Apex is the most smooth BR, and I
I,
think Fortnite's a second.
I think that out of um all of them, I think Apex is the most well-rounded. I think that's the best way
Yeah,
of putting it. Is
definitely.
just the most well-rounded. Um,
I mean, they implemented things too, like the pinging system,
mhm.
respawning. Man,
But
it's a great game.
no, the main things I'm looking forward to now in Apex is that because most of my main characters are the newer characters, right? It's not the originals. It's some of the newer characters.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm excited to see some of these characters get heirlooms now. So
Oh yeah. Like Watson and Crypto are next, I believe, right?
from what I heard, it was Crypto and Revenant were the two that I heard. Because
Oh,
Crypto's getting like a katana and Revenant is getting like a scythe, and Revenant's scythe is supposed to be like the biggest heirloom in the game.
that's sick.
Yeah. Um,
Man. But when did you start playing Apex?
week one.
Really?
Yeah, I was a week one guy. It came out. Bubba told me about it. It came out. I was like, no, not doing this. And then like after like a couple of days, I like started watching I watched Tim play it. I watched like Shroud play it. I watched some other people play it. And then Nick said the one thing that he needed to was that, dude, it's Fortnite, but it's Overwatch with ability, but it's Overwatch characters.
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, I was like, done. Let's see what happens. And I found it fun. I didn't like it because I was new to BRs still. I wasn't good at shooters at that point, so I was very clunky moving around. I didn't understand guns. I didn't understand how to shoot. I didn't understand any of this shit. And
Hmm.
so like I was very on off in the beginning of it. And then once season 4 happened, which was right around almost the beginning of the pandemic, a little bit before the pandemic, um, that's when my buddies started playing. That's when I started playing more.
Yeah.
And now it's one of those things where that's taken over the main spot of Overwatch on my channel. So now it is Apex, then Overwatch, not the other way around. Um,
Yeah. But right when it started, I remember this. Right when the game first came out, Respawn was paying streamers
mhm.
like obnoxious amount of money to play the game. Like I think like the bigger streamers each got 1 million to play it. Like it was absurd.
I mean, they had a great. I mean, you kind of can't argue with them. It was a great fucking marketing plan that they did. They just said
Yeah.
like they didn't do any fucking hype for it. They just dropped it out of nowhere. And when they dropped it out of nowhere, they literally just said, "Oh, by the way, um, Doc, Shroud, Lupo, Mercs, Tim, here's money. Play the game."
Like every one of your favorite big streamers is playing this game for a week.
And then it
If
was
you
just, and
guys
it
like
was
it, download it.
boom, and it came out of fucking nowhere. Like every other game
Right?
kind of has had a hype. Apex Legends literally just came out of nowhere, and it came out of nowhere like with force because of the big streamers playing it. And the cool thing was a lot of the big streamers were like, "These are really cool fucking things that these other games need to
Right?
implement." And then suddenly you saw like
Exactly.
Fortnite starts having a respawn van. Fortnite now has a ping system. You know,
Hmm.
PUBG has like this feature. This game has this feature, and it's like, it's like, well, Apex did something right. You know.
They did. That's where I met Bubba though.
Mm-hmm.
I joined like a Apex server, like the main server for Apex Legends, and me and him were just both looking to play some games. And he invited me, and we became friends there. And then he introduced me to you.
Yep.
So we became friends. That's crazy.
It is. I mean, it's fucking it's kind of wild to think about. But
Yeah.
all right, so let's kind of wrap this one up. Who or what do you want to see in Apex coming down the line?
More events. I feel like that's very lackluster of it. Like, because Fortnite does that really well, and I
Hmm.
think Apex could do a lot better.
I think that I like the little teaser hint things that they do every now and then. But I
Hmm.
agree though, there needs to be like doesn't even have to be like an in-game event. Even if they did it as a thing where it's like if you get like they did it with the Horizon one, right? You get all the different things for Horizon, then you go through the teleporter, and there's an event that happens, but it's you in a room by yourself, so like you can't die. There's no fighting. There's no this that. They don't have to shut down the servers or do anything big. It's just a
Yeah.
single player experience at that point, and they kind of did it with the arenas as well. I think if they did more of that, like once, like if they did like one of those a season
Yeah.
but not just at the end of the season.
Throughout the season, they just need more content. But I don't want the content to be bad. I want it to be quality, and I think That's where they're trying to like meet
Yeah.
halfway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. I want to see Blisk. That's my big one. I've been saying it for fucking seasons now. I want to see Cuban Blisk as a fucking legend. I love
Who?
Cuban Blisk was the main apex predator in Titanfall 2. He's the main
Oh, okay.
antagonist in the game. I think that's the right one, right? Antagonist is the bad guy. Or is that protagonist?
Correct.
Is that antagonist? Okay.
Protagonist is good.
So yeah, he's the main antagonist in the game. So like, I fucking I loved his character. He's the one who's the commissioner of the games.
Hmm.
In a lot of the trailers, he was the one who gave the Apex Predator card to Rampart. He's the one that was in the video with Valkyrie, the old
Yeah.
white guy with the beard. I want him in the games, and I've thought about it for like seasons now, and I'm like, it would be really cool if they just introduce him into the games and have it be one of those things where it's like, this is what I had the games being, this is what the games were supposed to be, and you fucking legends keep fucking this up, so I'm
Yeah.
coming into the games to fix this now.
That'd be sick.
I just think it would be such a cool story arc because immediately now at this point, there's no true like villain, or like if there is, it's kind of like one of the characters, like maybe something that's happening. If they did something like that, it puts a big boom. This is the bad guy.
Yeah.
But then it's
I
a
think the
weird
only
thing.
bad guy they have. Oh, sorry.
Well, the weird thing with it as well though is like, so Rampart is in the games because of him.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's dad was an apex predator. She's in the games because of Blisk. So it sets up a
Mhm.
weird thing as well, because then you have some characters that are in the games because of him, and then there's other people that will be in the games and dislike him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, right now there's not many like evil
Exactly.
characters. I mean, there's Rampart or not Rampart,
Revenant.
Revenant and
Caustic.
Caustic,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
They could really do with it. That'd be sick.
Like I said, that's the idea that I've had in my head for like 2 or 3 seasons now, and I just love the idea of the commissioner basically just saying, "Fuck this! You guys are ruining what I put together. I'm coming to the
Hmm.
games now." Right?
Yeah, dude. That'd be sick.
Right. So working out. This has kind of been a funny one because this seems to be more and more of a topic every single podcast now.
Hmm.
Because of me doing workout stuff and me getting back in shape and posting about it and being very vocal about it. So why did you pick workout as a topic?
So throughout high school, I was extremely, extremely obese.
Mm-hmm.
Just oh my goodness, I was about 350 pounds.
Okay.
And I'm like 250 right now.
Damn.
And yeah, I went down to 200 before I joined the army. Got down to 200 pounds, joined the army, and then I failed special forces selection. And my life was like, I don't have any purpose anymore.
Ooh.
And I gained a whole bunch of weight back. And then recently now I've just got the urge to want to work out more and just improve my life. Because right now, it's not great for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just recently. That's why I brought it up. Because I know I've seen your stories and stuff. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I mean it's
We're both going through it.
yeah, I mean like, and it's one of those things like, I feel like I'm a broke record at this point because I keep saying just kind of the same things about it, when I do talk about it on the podcast. But like for me, it's one of those things where it's like, find your goals, find the reasons why you're doing it, and then it's it's not even like a mindset, it's not even a motivation, it's not even like anything. It's just do it. Right,
Yeah.
like, it's like, and I've said it before. Like, I have, I show it every time I talk about it. I have my book, the Husky Health book, and all it is I write down what I do for my workouts. That's all it is. It's a little composition
Mhm.
book. I've almost filled this one up actually, but on the front page it says reasons I'm doing this. Right, and as corny as it is, I
Mhm.
read this shit every morning before I do any workout. For my future, for Dana, for family, friends, community, those struggling, for Dark Side, and the very last one in big bold capital letters is for yourself. And the
Yeah.
reason why that's the last one is because no shit is for myself. And I've always
Yeah.
said it like that, and I'm always going to say it like that, and it's always going to sound very negative when I say it like that. And that's because it is, because it doesn't bring any power to it. When you
It
when
doesn't.
when you're like, I'm going to do this for myself, it's like, no shit. That's like saying I shouldn't do crack cocaine. Like, I know I shouldn't do crack cocaine, right? Like, I know I
Mhm.
shouldn't eat McDonald's 3 times a day. I know I shouldn't, devour an entire box of Krispy Kremes at once. Like, these are common sense things, but people still do them, or people do them in, not to that ridiculous of a level, but to those extremes, right?
Mhm.
And then they wonder
Definitely.
why the shit doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to do that, but like for me, it's about giving something power. So for me, like, and I said it when I did the podcast with Jagger. For me, if like I post my workouts not because I'm bragging or because I want people to, be like, yeah, awesome. No, I do it as an accountability thing
Exactly. I was just about to say that. You're being accountable for yourself.
because it's one of those things where if I don't work out today or if I eat bad today, I'm now letting down the 749. I think I'm at now 749 Twitch followers that I have.
Yeah.
Not even including the Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the other fucking platforms, right? I'm letting every fucking one of them down if I don't do this.
Yeah.
There's more power behind that than there is about me just saying, I'm going to do this for myself.
Mhm.
No, that has no fucking power to it to me. That means nothing to me. Like, I know I should be doing this. I know I shouldn't be I think I'm 337 right now. I probably gained weight after this weekend. But, like, I know
Mhm.
these things. But if I give this a power, you know, then it's
Yeah.
it has more weight to it almost, right?
It makes sense. Yeah.
And like this, like it's one of those things. Like Jagger recently sent me a message at one point. Was like, "Yeah, I started. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna start doing stuff again." I started doing stuff again. John, one of my buddies, said he started doing stuff again. And it's one of those things where it's like, if it's because I helped them by doing my stuff that I'm doing online, that's fucking awesome. If it's just one of
Yeah.
those things
That's
where
it.
they just needed someone to kind of, it's like, hey, he's doing it, so I can do it. That's awesome. That's why
He's
that's
doing it. Why can't I?
exactly, and that's one of the that's the community thing. I'm doing it for the community because it's one of those things where, and I've said it to different people. If they need help or if they need anything, they can come ask me. It's from the knowledge that I have from the years that I was a sports med, health science degree, plus the little bit of
Mhm.
experience that I had as a personal trainer, plus the little bit of like just knowledge that I have. Period.
You
Because
have a
like
lot of
I don't.
experience.
Oh, and that's the thing, right? There's like I don't do anything special. There's nothing special about what I've done. I've lost 40 pounds since March 1st. March 1st? January, February, March. Yes, March 1st. I've lost 40 pounds.
That's really good.
Nothing special about how I've done it, though, at
Yeah.
all. Like, I work out 3 times a week. I do cardio and yoga, and I do a 2-in-1. So 1 week I do 2 days of cardio, 1 day yoga. The following week I'll do 2 days yoga, 1 day cardio.
Mhm.
And then I have a app on my phone that's called the Lose It app, and you put your weight in, you put your height in, and then it straight up just tells you this is your budget for calories you're allowed today.
You stay in a calorie deficit. It's that simple.
Well, and that's the thing. So you stand as a calorie deficit, but so I have this set up as losing 2 pounds a week.
Mhm.
It automatically has already reduced my calories, so I don't have to. So
Yeah.
this is the limit that I need to eat to lose 2 pounds a week.
Yeah.
And then when you change the weight, the budget will change as well.
I think that's the basal metabolic rate. I think that's
Hmm.
what it's called.
But like, so it's
Because your
really
body.
literally all it is just tracking. It's like, okay, I have a coffee. What's my coffee? My coffee is this, and I have creamer. It's this much of the creamer. Put that in the phone. Boom. There's 390 calories or whatever the fuck it is.
Mhm.
Right, done. There, cool. And like, and of course, being a gamer, it's really easy if you just think about it as a point system.
Technically.
Right? It's like I have this many points, I can't go over it. Done. And that's the easy thing. Is it's like there's been days where um there's been games, no, yeah, there's been games. There's been days where like it will be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've reached my limit. I can't eat anything else, and it's like
Mhm.
that's I did that to myself. I fucked up, and that's it. I get
Mhm.
water for the rest of the day,
I'm gonna
right?
enjoy some ice cubes.
Yeah, right. But like I know that it's like, it's not like I'm like out there like, oh, why you bastards, No, I know that I fucked up. I know, So
Self accountability.
exactly, So it's I don't know. It's like I said, I'm talking with Jagger. I'm built different. I think different. I do things different because
Mhm.
there's no motivation to it. I get up. I go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. That's it. It's that simple. Like
Yeah.
like there's
That is
no.
early though, man.
Oh yeah, no. So like just to go over my schedule with everyone. I'm up at 4:30. I'm at the gym by normally 5. Like normally it takes me half an hour to get to the gym. That's just waking up, moving around, taking my taking some meds in the morning, getting myself awake, sort of thing. Some days it's early, some days it's not. But get down to the gym. I work out for like half an hour. That's it. You don't need to work out for 2 hours. You don't need to work out for an hour. Get in, do your workout, get the fuck out.
Well, this depends what your goals are. Your goals aren't to get ginormous. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
So like I do my workout, and then I've started adding a bike to my actual like weightlifting days. Um,
Hmm.
so like that's now like a 45-minute day, maybe an hour, and then so that's like 6 o'clock. So at 6 I go to work. I work from 6 till about 8.
Hmm.
Come home, stream 9 till about 1, or 9 to, if it's a long day, 9 to fucking 4, 9 to 9, 9 to 12, whatever it is, and then I'm in bed. That's it. And I go to bed most nights at midnight, and then I'm up again at 4:30.
Time out. Your work is from 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 at night.
No, 8 in the morning.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm on salary now, dude. I don't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
I don't do fuck
Man.
all anymore.
Same here, man. Once I got hurt, they don't make me do anything
Yeah, but
for a
no, I
good
mean, like,
reason though. I can't.
yeah, but I mean, like that's like it's like I understand that it's not that easy for everybody. I do,
It's hard to start for some people. It's very hard to start.
and it's one of those things where if you make it like I said, if you put a power to it, even if it's like I said, even if it's something little, like like from like mine, mine is literally for my future. That's a big fucking holy shit moment right there, right? The
Yeah.
second one is for a person, right? The person means the world to me. I'm doing it, for them. Now, does that mean that the only reason I'm doing it is for them? No, it's there. That's a power there to it, right? I don't want to let them down,
Hmm.
right? I want them to be able to have. I want them to be able to see, know, and have the best version of me in their life.
Yeah.
That best version of me in their life is doing this. Therefore, I have to do it. Therefore, they are a reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Family, friends. That's a really fucking easy one. I don't even need to fucking explain that one, right? Community. Don't need to explain that. For those struggling, don't need and that's the thing is like I'm giving these things power,
Hmm.
and by giving them power, it makes it easy,
Yeah.
right? Because are there days when I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I sit on the edge of my bed and I just go, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going back to bed.
Hmm.
Almost every day.
Yeah, but you can't let that control you.
But
You
I
know what I
can't
mean?
do that. I can't. You know. So I mean, that's my
Yeah.
thing. And like I've talked about my workouts before. Like if I talk about my workouts, like Monday, hammer curls, full rotation curls, tricep pull down, tricep overhead, crunches, and bike. 3 sets of 10.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
3 sets of 10. That's it. Right. Tuesday, treadmill, bike. That's it. Treadmill is 30 minutes every day. Every single time I do the treadmill is 30 minutes, no matter what. Bike, it'll
Hmm.
depends on how I'm feeling, how I'm physically feeling on the bike, because it's got a very small seat and I have a very large ass. Wednesday, shoulder press, front raise, side raise, bent over rows, sitting twists. 3 sets of 10.
Yeah.
Thursday, yet again, it's either treadmill, bike, or it's yoga, and the yoga is just the planned yoga that I have from DDP Yoga. So literally,
Hmm.
I just take their plan and I just break it up into 1 and 2s. And then Friday, bench press with dumbbells, dumbbell flies, lat pull down. And it's 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10, and then dead bug, which is more of a stretch. But if you do it slow enough, it turns into a workout.
Hmm.
Like that's it. It's nothing revolutionary. It's nothing special. The biggest thing and the biggest problem that people have with workouts or trying to lose weight or all these fucking plans, and I can tell and I can say this because I've done it as a personal trainer and as someone who's researched all this stuff. It's you can make the perfect fucking plan. I can right now, Bach, write you out the perfect fucking plan. No matter what you do, you're going to lose weight and you're going to gain muscle with this plan. Done.
But if you aren't consistent, it's not gonna work.
Well, if you don't want to do it and you're not enjoying doing it, it doesn't fucking matter what I put down.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest issue, right? You have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to like what you're doing, and it has to be good. Like you have to want to do it. And that's why
Mhm.
my workout is really simple. I don't do anything lower body wise. My lower body wise comes from me doing the cardio and doing the yoga.
Yeah, especially as a big dude, you already have very strong legs.
Exactly.
I
I don't
mean,
need to work them anymore. It fucking hurts working my legs. I don't want to do it.
yeah.
You know? So like, you know, so like there's that. The other thing is like when it comes to um the meal part of it, the
Mhm.
eating part of it. People these days are so fucking ridiculous with this. It's why like it honestly baffles me at points. Because like I'll see people that are like, I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to maintain my weight, or I'm trying to get a little bit, less weight. And then you look at what they're eating, and it's like, well, I'm gonna have a couple pieces of fruit, some crackers, a little bit of cheese, maybe this thing, and that's my lunch.
You just ate 250 calories. You're not gonna be able to sustain anything.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not enough. That's not enough. You know, and it's one of those things where it's
Yeah.
like people, like I, like I said, my limit is 2,700.
Okay.
It's hard for me to hit that because I personally do not like eating.
Yeah.
Shocking, right? Like I'm 6 foot I'm 6'4" and 300 30 pounds. I don't like eating food because of what I've done in my past has gotten me to where I am right now. I don't like eating. I mean,
Yeah.
can I sit down and eat? You better fucking believe I can. But do I want to though? Most days, no, I don't. So it's one of those things though
Yeah.
where it's like I said, since March 1st, right? So March 1st, so March, April, May, so 3 months. Let's just go 3 months, right? Because this is the beginning of June. In 3 months,
Mhm.
I've lost 40 pounds. You want to know something crazy about that?
What?
I eat McDonald's every Wednesday.
But I mean, if it's in your calorie, like caloric, I don't even know what to call it. I blanked. If you can have it, like you're good to eat it. You know what
And
I mean?
that's my exact point, is that people are so so there's two, like, especially with me being a bigger guy, it's easier for me to do shit like that and lose weight. For someone that's a smaller guy, it's going to be more difficult because of the things that are inside of it, right? But like there's
Yeah.
a difference between just wanting to lose weight and then wanting to be healthy. McDonald's ain't gonna make me
Mhm.
healthy. McDonald's is gonna
No.
make me, like, if I eat McDonald's but I stay under my fucking calorie limit, guess what? I'm gonna lose fucking weight because that's just how that
Yeah.
shit works. It's scientifically proven that that's how it works. I have the numbers to show people that that's how that fucking works.
Yeah. Exactly.
But now, do I know that internally in my body that my body's like fully functioning properly in the right way? I 100% know it isn't. Right? Like I know the fact that having those fucking hash browns in the morning ain't helping my body at all.
Yeah. Man.
But
But it tastes good.
but that's the thing. It's like it tastes good. I know it that's bad for me, and I adjust my calorie limits and I adjust these things based off of that. Right?
Mhm.
Like I recently heard someone just kind of overheard someone talking in one of the streams, and they were saying, "Do you know how hard it is to only eat under 1,000 calories a day?" To which my
Why would they
response
be?
was, well, that was like, of course, because I didn't say anything out loud. In my internally, I'm like, why you only at 1,000? That seems like a stupidly low version number,
You're not 3 years old.
right? But then my other thing is like, it's actually very simple to eat under 1,000 calories and have good meals,
Mhm.
right? So for everyone out there that knows, I eat freshly meals. I buy freshly. I eat freshly, right? So if
Mhm.
I let me just quickly bring up the Freshly page, because of course all of my meals are pre-done by Freshly. I know that. I pay extra for that. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I understand that, so I understand that buying these meals are going to be like that, right? So like, let's say
Mhm.
here, okay, protein packed chicken parm with mozzarella and garlicky broccoli. Okay, that's one of the
Sounds
meals.
good.
410 calories. Okay, so
Pretty
you wake up, you do your workout, you eat protein packed chicken parm with mozzarella and garlicky broccoli. Why eating it for breakfast? Because there's no reason to eat larger meals later in the day when you're not doing anything later in the day. Eat your larger meals in the beginning of the day so then you can burn that shit off throughout the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
right? So okay, boom. So like let's say right, that's what we're gonna have for breakfast. Okay, now we want to kind of let's spice it up a little bit, right? We're gonna go chicken tikka masala with 7 spice vegetable biryani. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
570 calories.
2 meals a day is plenty though.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? You can easily under 1,000 is fucking easy
Yeah.
because like and mind you, right? This is a very specific, very isolated, boom idea for it. But it's one of those things. Let's say you go and work out. Okay, let's say you go do the bike and you work and you actually like lift, right? For me,
Mm-hmm.
when I do that, that's 500 calories I burn. Working out,
On a bike? Dang.
doing a workout and a bike. Bike for the bike, it's like 300 calories
Dang.
because I go 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The workout's about 200 calories, and that's a half-hour
Yeah.
workout, right? So if you do
Yeah.
that, that's an extra 500 calories. So you're now 1,000 calorie limit is technically 1,500. So you can have these
Yeah.
meals, and now what does that mean? That means you can have a protein shake if you want. That means you can have a coffee with creamer. That means you can have a soda or some other sort of beverage if you want. Like you can have all these different things. And it's one of those
Mm-hmm.
things where I think people get too caught up in well, that doesn't seem healthy instead of this makes sense.
Well, if you're trying to be healthy, that's a different goal than losing weight, and I think
Exactly.
people need to understand that. What
And
is your main goal?
when that's the biggest thing is that like I feel like when you ask people that question right there, what is your goal with doing this? A lot
Mhm.
of them can't tell you
Yeah.
because they fully don't know what they want to do. They just know that they just don't want to be where they're at right now, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I want to lose weight. So I've calorie restricted and I'm working my ass off. And if you look at what my workouts are, the cardio and yoga, the cardio is to increase my VO2 because I used to walk to the store and walk back and I would be winded to the point where I thought I might pass out. There were some days where like I honestly felt like I was going to pass out. Like it was bad.
Eh, yeah.
So the cardio stuff is to increase my VO2 intake, but also it gets me moving. Right? The yoga
Yeah.
is to basically strengthen my freaking like limbs, pump my heart rate up by doing very little, and make me more flexible.
Mhm.
The workout stuff is all upper body, and it's just to help me look better, basically at this point.
Yeah.
So that's my things. I have a reason why I'm doing each one of them, and I feel like a lot of people, it's like, well, why do you want to do this? Oh, well, I don't want to be this weight, or I don't want to be this, or I think I'm too big, or like I want to lose 5 pounds, or
I wanna look better, I want a bigger butt. It's just what
yeah,
you
it's
want.
and it's one of those things where it's like I feel like people look at that, and then they go online and they're like, how do I do this? And then they look and they see
Yeah.
like the Rock's workout, and they're like, oh, I can do that, or
What if they say, "I can't do that," and they just give up completely?
it's just I think it's such a and this is one of the things I'm not saying by any means, by any fucking means, I'm not saying that my approach to this would work for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it at all. Because this is the
Absolutely.
second version of what I've done. The last version of what I did was all based off of at what rate do foods digest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's getting a little bit deeper into the fucking actual like science,
Yeah, definitely.
right?
Man.
But like that was that I lost 100 pounds in a year. I didn't lift weights. I wasn't doing cardio. I literally was doing football practices and coaching, and that was it. And I just
Mhm.
ate different. And all little like I said, all that was at what rate do foods digest? So basically, if you were to eat a steak, potatoes, and broccoli, for instance, right?
Mhm.
Each one of those foods will digest at a different rate in your body.
Mhm.
Therefore, it's going to be harder for your body to break down these things, and like it's that sort of thing. So like if I had, so I could either pick a serving of protein or a serving of carbs.
I see.
I could have as much vegetables as I wanted. So like most days I would have like a little round eye steak with some goat cheese and caramelized onions.
Yeah.
That's my entire meal. Just that.
I mean, so What you're saying is that those foods would digest quicker?
Well, they would digest at the same rate in your body almost.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing, right? So like there was some mornings where I would do like basically a fried rice.
Yeah,
I'd get a bunch of vegetables up, cut them all up, throw them in the thing, get them all done, then throw the rice in,
yeah,
mix the rice in with it, and then and that was my breakfast. Because, like I said earlier, if you're gonna have a carb meal, it's better to eat a bigger carb meal in the morning because then you can burn it throughout the entire day. There's no point eating a big carb meal at fucking six, between 5 and 8 o'clock at night, and then just sit on your ass for the rest of the day.
yeah.
It makes no point. You're gonna just fucking store that. That's not gonna get used up, and that was one of the big things that's one of the things that stuck from that diet over into my everyday life now is that my bigger meals are in the morning, my smaller meals are at dinner
Mhm.
because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So
You work it off through the day.
exactly. So I mean, like that's my thing with it. Um, like I said, my journey has just kind of started. I'm not even close to where my goal is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you have to set obtainable goals because that's one that I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people don't do as well. Is they set goals that they think that they can do, not goals that they can do.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, no one's gonna lose 30 pounds in a month or something.
exactly. Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna. I've done that. But that
I
was
definitely have to.
well. That was
I lost 150 in, like, 3 months. It
I
was
was
bad.
doing. Well, I did a water fast last year. Where all I had was water. Wasn't eating food, just drinking water. And I went
Mhm.
11 days, and I lost 40 something pounds on that in like 11 days.
Yeah.
You know. Um, but
That's how I lost a bunch of my weight,
yeah.
and it was not healthy or sustainable,
I
but
mean,
I
so
did it.
well, that's the thing, right? Is like it's not healthy, but to an extent, there is research that will say it is.
Yeah, because I mean, ancestors, like cavemen or whatever, they did not eat 3 times a day. There was no way in hell.
Mm-mm.
They're lucky to get, like, a few times or eat, like, a few times a week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was finishing the last of my cold coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
no, I mean, so that's my thing. So like I say this, like I said it a little bit ago, I'll say it again. What I do, what I said earlier, the way that I do this, it will not work for everybody. Can you try to do what I'm doing and have success with it? Yes. Can you do what I do and not have success with it? Yes.
I think it does work for I mean,
Well, so
just being in a
like I said,
calorie deficit always helps you lose
well, that's the
weight.
thing,
Like,
right? So
it's
like
the only way.
that's my thing is that like figure out what your goals are that you want to do. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to look better? Do you want to get stronger? Figure that out first. That is the biggest thing. Then find your reasons why. Why do you
Mhm.
want to do these? Right? I already gave my list. I've been saying my list actually more because now it's giving more power to it. The more people that know what my list actually is, the more people that know now why I'm doing things, and I can now not fuck up more.
Yeah, they hold you accountable.
Exactly, and that's what I need. I need people to hold me accountable to it. Right? Like for instance, I went to my buddy's place, in New Hampshire.
Mhm.
I moved my cardio stuff from Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday to Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, or
Mhm.
Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, so that I wouldn't have to be trying to do yoga at his place on Saturday, right?
Mhm.
Like I made an adjustment. So like
What did you say?
tomorrow's gonna fucking hurt because I had 2 days off.
Oh.
Yeah,
How many days a work or days a week do you work out? Is it
six.
6?
Yeah, six
Okay,
and
yeah.
six, and eventually here, it will be seven once I get to a point where I like where I'm at. Because
Okay.
what I'm going to start doing is that with the yoga stuff, there's some versions of it that you can. There's some because there's 3 discs that I have,
Mhm.
and one of the discs is like kind of auxiliary stuff. So one of them's like
Mhm.
a wake up thing. So I'm thinking, and it's a very easy, simple, like 15-minute kind of throw the disc in. It's very simple, not gonna hurt so much. A lot of the stuff kind of hurts at first. This stuff is like very easy, very simple, and I'm gonna start doing it on Sundays because it's just then it's no matter what, every day I'm doing something.
Mhm.
Because it's one of those things where when I first started doing this, like again, when I restarted doing this, doing 3 count push-ups hurt.
Yeah.
And of course, the cool thing is that they have modifications to everything. So I'm still doing push-ups off my knees. I'm 100% okay with
Mhm.
saying that. And if anyone says that I'm a pussy for doing that, you can you can go fuck yourself. Like I'm,
Yeah.
I'm,
I mean, at
I'm
least you're improving.
well, this is my thing.
Going from nothing to that is
Well,
big.
I'm 6'4", I'm 330. My wrists are fucked from football. My shoulder is fucked from football, and I would like to see people try to hold 330 and go down for 3 seconds, then hold it for 3 seconds. Like I'm not a
Yeah.
fucking pro athlete. So like I've gotten to the point now where doing it from my knees, I can go down, hold for 3 seconds, and actually hold it for 3 seconds, like the proper place that I'm supposed to hold it. So eventually, here, probably within a month or two, I'm going to attempt to do it off of my knees and see if I can,
Hell yeah.
because that's the
Yeah.
next step, right? Like when I started
Yeah.
doing down dog again, it just hurt and I could barely do it. When I did it on
What is down
Thursday.
dog?
So down dog is you're on your hands, you're on your feet, and you're like basically you're trying to make like a triangle. Think about it like that. Your ass is in the air,
Okay.
and you're trying to put your heels on the ground.
That makes
I'm
sense.
about like that close to getting my heels on the ground. And like I said, like you keep saying, I'm 6'4" and I'm 330, and I can almost do down dog and put my heels on the ground. Like
Yeah.
it's
That's awesome.
stupid flexibility, right? But like
Yeah.
these are things that like when I first started doing it back in March, it was very difficult. 3 months later, it's now becoming very easy.
Mhm.
So it's that thing. It's just it's the repetition thing. But like that's my biggest thing that I want to get out there is just the fact of figure out what you want to accomplish. Make a list of your reasons why you were going to do this, so it gives a power behind what you're doing, and then just fucking do it.
Yeah. You know who David Goggins is?
Sounds familiar.
He is a black person. That sounded weird, but no, he's a Navy SEAL, and that's surprising because there's like less than 50 Navy SEALs that are black
Mm,
ever, like ever to be a Navy SEAL. And he wrote a book, and he was like abused as a child and just went through some rough shit.
yeah.
And he joined the Air Force to become a, a pararescueman, which is like swimming, and he had like a big fear of that.
Mm,
And the whole book just goes through how much he feared and how he pushed through it. Because at the end of the Air Force thing, he was like 290 some,
yeah.
and then he was just working, and he hated his life. He was just fat and stuff like that. And he saw like a TV show of Navy SEALs, and he's like, I want to be that. And it just shows like through your mind, you can just push through
Mm.
anything.
And
And
that's like I said, like that's the thing. Like I don't think that I'm built different or anything like that. Jagger says I am,
no,
but it's just, for me, it's literally just that. It's just do it. Like
yeah,
I forgot to make a post about it. Because I just it's one of those things. It's not a huge on the back of my mind thing. But I am now 5 years, 14 days chew free.
oh really?
Yeah. And that was another thing.
Man,
I didn't do gum. I didn't do jerky. I didn't do fake chew. I just didn't do it.
yeah,
And it's like that. Like that's the thing is like I just like it's. I'm very cut and dry with this stuff. It's either I'm doing it or I'm not doing it. It's that simple. Am I tomorrow? Am I waking up at 4:30? Yes. Will I be going to the gym? Yes. Will I be hurting? Fucking yes. But
of
will I
course
do
you
it?
will. Dude.
Yes. By six
He
o'clock,
he
there will
has
be a
this
post. Like
he has this great quote. It says, oh, what is it? Fuck. Of course, dude. My brain just fogs up right
I,
now.
I had
I
I
don't know. Go ahead.
when I first started streaming and I was doing stuff on Playset, I found a motivational poster thing they did, and I
Hmm.
made one up just because I was bored one day. So it's a
Yeah.
dude, and it's the typical like big guy on a bench, hands on his knees, sort of, arms on his head, like sort of thing. The hood's up, kind of like looking, kind of serious. And down at
Hmm.
the bottom is a quote, and then it's by Big Husky, and the quote was, "Don't be a cunt."
I like it.
And that was like my first, like one of the first things I ever made on Place It, and I sent it to a bunch of people, and they're like, "I actually want this as a poster."
Yeah.
And I'm
I like
thinking,
it.
I'm thinking I might do one that's just like just fucking do it.
Yeah. The quote I use is "No one fucking cares,"
Oh yeah, that's such a great one. Yeah,
because
no
I
one
mean
fucking
it's true.
cares.
No one cares about
Um,
you or what you're going through. I mean, some people do, like family and friends, but
well, that's one of the ones
I
that
don't know.
I was going to um do eventually later on um with someone, I don't know who yet, but in a podcast. Um, I'll just briefly hit on it now. But fake support,
Yeah.
because fake support is such a huge, like, of course, it's probably been a huge thing no matter what. I'm noticing it more now today, in today's day and age. Recently, I've been noticing it more and more and more. Fake support, and by fake support, I
Mhm.
mean it's the people who will tell you that they're supporting you, tell you that they're proud of you, or good job, or this and that, but they're not actually supporting you. They're just
Yeah.
saying what you need to hear.
Mhm.
Like the easiest one to
Makes
do,
sense.
and this is this obviously goes straight to streaming and everything. The easiest one to say with that is, yeah, of course I watch you. I have you up. I guess that's the
You
biggest fake support one that there is out there right now.
yeah.
Because it's one of those things where I don't think people fully understand. There's a button that you can click that says users in chat,
Yeah.
and it
You can
shows you
just
who's there.
catch them on their lie real quick.
Well, I mean, it is. It's funny because like you can say that, and they're still double down on the fact of like, oh no, I'm there, and it's like, okay.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
like
Yeah, you're there.
that's like I said, that's a topic for another day that I want to do
Mhm.
as a big topic, because I do think that is something very important to do, because I am noticing it more and more, and it is actually pissing me off more and more as the days go on. And it's with a lot of things. It's not just with streaming; it's with just life in general and fake
Bro,
support. It's
I know
unreal.
exactly what you mean.
It's
It's
unreal.
here in Italy, I'm
Hmm.
one of the few people on base with a vehicle.
Yeah.
So people say they're there for me and that they can ask me for anything and then all that stuff. And they just how do I say this? They use me for my vehicle,
Hmm.
but then don't give a shit about me for anything else.
Yes.
It's just people use you and abuse you and then just throw you away.
Hmm. And I feel like it's becoming more and more prevalent. I feel like people are just not doing, like, they just assume that you'll just take them at their word, and it's like when they say, like, oh no, no, I wouldn't do that to you, but then they do
Dude.
it to you.
And then when you call them out, you're the asshole if you call them out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's the biggest one, right? It's like you're the asshole if you do it, you know.
You're
And
like,
like I
no,
said,
you're being an asshole about it,
I can
not me. What do you mean?
there's some examples that I can say right now, right this second. There's some examples I can say that as soon as I get done saying them, if because the person would immediately know that I'm talking about them, and immediately I would be the complete and utter asshole for saying this.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
definitely.
if you just take 10 people and say, hey, this is the scenario, they're the asshole.
I've seen the video. Like, am I the asshole? Like, they're serious to
Hmm.
that. Like, they'll go over like that stuff, and
Oh yeah,
dude,
but
man.
it's like I said, that's topic another day. Final topic of the night, though, the fall of Fortnite, which is interesting to
Oh
say because I'm
man,
pretty sure if I look at Twitch right now, Fortnite is probably one of the.
let's look.
So right now
I'll
we
look
got
as
Grand
well.
Theft Auto. Just chat. Actually, no, it isn't. Ooh, Fortnite's at 59K.
Really?
Apex is at 58K. Apex also has the ALGS going on right now. So,
Okay, but Apex was at least at 100K like 5 minutes ago or whatever because
oh
I
yeah,
saw TSM. What's his name? One dude had 58,000 viewers.
Jesus. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, really, you think about that though. I mean, there's Grand Theft Auto, obviously, just chatting, League of Legends, Minecraft, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Valorant, and then
Hmm.
it's Fortnite. So Fortnite, I mean, it has fallen, and like we've talked about it before. Like that's how we kind of became friends, was through Fortnite.
Exactly.
I
And
was
we would
actually,
do challenges.
yeah,
Oh man, I missed that.
every fucking Thursday, no matter what, me and Bach played Fortnite, and we
Yes.
did our challenges.
Oh.
I was rewatching some of the old videos, and I was showing some
Hmm.
people on stream them, and I was showing them the Fortnite one. And like I just watching it made me happy because it's just like I'm watching it and I'm watching us doing our thing, and it's just like just hearing the like almost the happiness in our voices and just how much fun we were
Dude,
having with it. It was
I
ridiculous.
I will always reminisce on Fortnite, even though people say it's a terrible game. Dude, I had so much fun. And I look back
This
on
yeah, it's
Fortnite
like
with only good memories.
I was so bad at the game, but like I think about
We were
the
so bad. We both were.
I think back to some of the stupid shit that we did. Like, there's a clip like of me like I'm in the plane and I fly down to you. I jump out of the plane and immediately as I jump out, you jump in. Right? Like there's
The
that.
one clip, oh
The
my
clip of you
god.
dancing. Yeah.
There's they killed you and I dropped all my stuff and I just started to become friends with this enemy team. And then eventually I just put a trap in a box and killed them both.
hmm
Oh my
I
gosh.
wish I knew how to
Dude,
highlight back then because I would have highlighted that entire fucking clip.
yes. Oh
But
man.
like, like shit like that, like doing the different live events, doing the different challenges, being idiots and spending the amount of money that we did on the game. Um,
Dude, don't even start with that,
yeah,
man. I wish I didn't.
you
Oh
know,
no.
but like those
Oh
things were like so much fun, and then it's like, of course, it also doesn't help that like that stuff happened, and then like, of course, you went to go join the army, so we didn't play as much when that
yeah.
happened. And for me, I kind of lost the fun in the game because I wasn't playing with you. I tried playing with other
Mhm.
people. It wasn't the fucking same. You were able to play. We started playing again a little bit, and then it was just very on off. But then the game itself took a weird turn, I feel.
Yeah, not a good turn though.
No, it felt like that instead of just continuing with, I think it's the same problem that Apex eventually will hit, and I think it's just
Mhm.
a tip. It's the downfall of the battle royale aspect is that because they do kick shit up so high levels each season or each event or each whatever they have to
Mhm.
beat what they just did. Eventually, they're not going to be able to do that. So they're gonna
No.
think that they do, and actually it's a negative. Like the most recent time that I played Fortnite, I was not having fun. You and me played it for like what 3 hours, and the most fun we had was the last game where all we did was went fishing.
Right?
We killed one dude, we killed a shark, and then we went fishing, and that was it. That was the whole game. We got killed by a squad
Casual
as we were fishing.
Fortnite is
Like,
dead. Casual Fortnite is so dead, man. I miss it so much. 'Cause we could just be doing nothing and doing challenges and having more fun than actually playing the game.
mm-hmm. It's just
Man,
it's one of those things where like I can't say how that they need to fix it.
I don't
I
think they
just I
can
can't.
fix it. I think it's unfixable right now.
There is one idea slash thought that I had as a
What is it?
potential way that they could fix it, and I thought it'd be very
Mhm.
interesting to see because if you did it right, I think it could be done in a very unique way that would, I think, revitalize it back to the days of it being how it was. And what you
Okay.
do is you have whatever sort of big event that you have, right? Stop doing all these crossovers with all the different things because you're trying to get money because people aren't fucking actually playing the game anymore. So, you know how they did like the reset and then we were on the second island?
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
they need to do an event, something happens, and when you sign into, so like shut down the servers again like you did, and like don't say anything, don't make any announcements, just the servers come back on at one point, just turn them on. Don't say anything, don't make
Yeah.
any announcement, don't do nothing, just turn them on. And when you turn on the game, it's day one Fortnite.
I, the thing is,
So was this?
people
So
people have been like so cut. Sorry, I just keep cutting you off.
yeah,
I
no.
apologize.
So my thing is this, right? Make it day one Fortnite. How it was when it very first came out and have it be one of those things where like Jonesy or whatever like has traveled back in time and now he needs to like fix what has happened because he knows what's
Mhm.
going to happen, so now he needs to try to fix it. And when he tries to fix it, him fixing stuff is actually what causes the events to happen.
Ooh, I like that.
So basically the entire event that we like, and so you would be able to basically do all of the Fortnite stuff that we've had for the past, I mean, what, 10 seasons was it before they went to the second island?
I think so. Yeah.
Redo all of that, but with the new guns, the new ping system, the new reboot van, some of the new different features that are in the game, and bring some of that over, but revert the game backwards.
I like it.
Because then it would be a weird mix of both. Because then it's one of those things where it's like, okay, the rocket launch event. We've seen it from one angle. Now we're seeing it from Jonesy's angle of him trying to stop it. But with him trying to stop it, he actually causes it to happen.
Yeah.
And eventually have it be one of those things where like you set up like whichever event you want it to be, you set it up and you have it be one of those things where like Jonesy, like it clicks in his head that he's the thing that's been causing these to happen, so he doesn't go to the area, and then that's what changes everything, and then you can do something new at that point. So basically like do up until like
Yeah.
season 5's event or whatever, and then that's when Jones clicks in his head like, oh shit, like I'm the one that's causing these events to happen. So you know what, fuck it, I'm
Mhm.
just not going to be where the event is when it happens, and then have the event happen and change everything that happens from that point onwards, because then it's a different timeline.
Mhm. I like that.
That's my idea.
I think the one big reason why Apex, or I said Apex, why Fortnite has took a turn, is because people have been taking it too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
There's no casual Fortnite anymore.
Oh no, like I got into a game. I got into a game, and I got down to the final 3. I killed the third guy because he didn't see me. So it was me versus one other dude, and the dude literally built a castle in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm on stream, and everyone in chat, like I actually had a few people in chat, and like kind of freaking out a little bit, like, oh my god, you're like it's a 1v1 at the end. I see him build the castle. I just threw my controller down. I was like,
There's nothing you can do. Unless you play this game religiously, you can never win unless you catch somebody off
the
guard.
creative island was such a great thing that they did, but it was also a huge negative because all it did
Yeah.
was it made people just like do nothing but be like, I'm going to be the best person ever that plays this game.
Yeah.
And it's like that. No, that's not what's good for this game.
I don't know. I wonder if they could change the building system completely, just like revamp like the core mechanics of the game.
The interesting thing, because I mean, like you could do that. I would find it really interesting if you almost get rid of the building
Yeah.
and make it so you can only do like walls,
Just make it super limited.
right? Can't do floors, can't do cones, you can't do ramps. You can only do walls or something like that. Just something random like
Yeah.
that, right? Like you can only do ramps, or I can only do walls, something, whatever it is. Figure out something and just boom, there it is.
Dude,
Because
so
it's one
many
of those things
people would
where,
get pissed.
of course, they
It would
would.
be the best for the game. I think it'd be the best thing.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like it's Fortnite isn't a game about gunplay. Fortnite is a game about building. The
Yeah.
gunplay doesn't matter anymore because
It's so
like
true.
I can be the best fucking person on the mics and on the fucking sticks on that game, but if I can't build worth shit, I'm fucked.
You can't compete.
Yeah, like 100% can't complete. Like,
Dude, the good old days of Fortnite, dude. You remember when Ninja? I don't know if you remember this, but there was like a Twitch Prime skin that came out on Fortnite, and Ninja had like an absurd amount of subscribers.
mm,
I don't know if you remember that, dude. The straight up hype. There was, dude. That game was just it revolutionized everything.
well, that's the thing, right?
Like
It's like
VR in general.
that's the thing that was kind of the tipping point for most games and gaming companies and everything. Because at that point now, it's like okay, they made a free game that you can buy stuff in, and that's where all their income is coming from. So a lot of other
Hmm.
games tried to take on that system. I mean, there's a rumor, or there's been a rumor for a little bit now, that Overwatch eventually is going to become free to play, but Overwatch 2 will be the pay one,
Yeah.
which I think for the health of the game would be great because I mean, let me dive down this fucking shithole of a rabbit hole and let's see all the games that are beating Overwatch right now because Phasmophobia, Clash Royale, Code Names, Escape from Tarkov, Hearthstone, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is Sunday night. Power Wash Simulator has more viewers than Overwatch does.
I can't even find it. Might just be missing it though.
Overwatch is a 14K on mine. Power Wash Simulator is at 16K.
That is Man,
I'm gonna
it's
click
just
on this just because I
terrible.
need to see. So there's one guy that has 15K viewers on Power Wash Simulator, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's literally just a Power Wash Simulator. But because of the Fortnite Battle Royale thing, though, like that changed the way people play games.
It, like think about it. Like cross-platform. It came out on Fortnite.
One of the very
Like
first things they
me,
wanted to do.
me and you would have never been ever to play. Like we could have never
That
played
was
it with each
that
other.
was one of the reasons why I started playing Fortnite was because of it being crossplay.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
now almost every new game has that.
exactly. Like it's wild to think about just all the stuff that Fortnite has done, and like because like we wouldn't have had Apex if it wasn't for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have Warzone if it wasn't for Fortnite. You know, I mean, like of course we may have because of PUBG and because of some of these other these other BRs,
Not
but it
not
wouldn't
near as
be
advanced though.
exactly. It wouldn't be to the level that it is now because like each person like is like they're just trying to punch up.
Hmm.
We're trying to beat the other one. It's that simple.
I think the previous BRs started off with like Minecraft, Hunger Games,
Hmm.
and then Arma 3, H1Z1, PUBG, and then
There we go.
Fortnite hit.
H1Z1. That was the other. That was the other one I was trying to think of.
Dude, Fortnite hit and just took everything. Man,
It's just and like I don't know. Like it's and like I said, I don't know exactly how to fix. It's the same thing with Overwatch. I don't know how to fix it. They say 5v5. They're changing it from 6v6 to 5v5.
I
That's
don't know.
the big thing for Overwatch 2, and I don't know if that's going to be the thing that fixes it because as a tank main now, there's only just me. Literally, they only do so. It's two support, 2 damage, 1 tank.
I just think Fortnite is unfixable at this point. And if they want to revitalize the Fortnite community, they're gonna have to make a new game,
Well, and that's
which I
the
think
like.
would be terrible.
Well, and that's kind of the thing that I think Apex was getting to a point where it was getting very stale, and that's why they tried to introduce arenas as the new thing, right? Because it
Yeah.
sticks to the same Apex mechanics, but it adds kind of that bomb defusal sort of element to it.
Yeah, it's fun. Arenas is very fun.
It can be, yeah. Like I said, when I'm not getting L spammed to death, I actually enjoyed playing arenas. You know,
Yeah.
um, but like Fortnite though, I don't feel like has done anything to revolutionize Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite just keeps copying other games' ideas, or like doing ideas that other games that aren't BRs do, and trying to implement them in. Like
Yeah.
the random new NPC bosses that are around the map. It's a weird feature. Like, are you telling me I can land in an area and get killed by a computer without seeing anyone? Cool.
In a BR game, like versus 100 other people. What?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Man. But dude, Fortnite. Oh, miss it.
well, that's the thing. Like,
Just
I think back to like, because of course, like I mean, I don't know if I did a Fortnite highlight video for 2020. Like, I know I did one for 2022, but I mean, 2022, 2019. Um,
yeah.
but like,
Talking like
it's
me.
yeah, right. Let's see here. No, I didn't. I did the one in 2019, and that was it.
Man.
So I mean, and like I look at some of the different things here, like just like right here, right? I have the end live event, right? That was
Mhm.
fucking wild. The new cinematic, new map reveal, new everything. The Fortnite Star Wars crossover event.
Yeah.
Um, a game where we had 16 kills in it. The highlight video. Then we had the Device live event. The look at season 3 because I got bored and just decided to come back to the game and see what it was like because I heard Aquaman was in it.
Yeah.
The death run that we did for Frostbite, which I can't believe we're gonna have to fucking go back and do this.
We're gonna have to do that at some point, aren't we?
We are. I mean, we kind of said that we would. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have it here in the. Yep.
I mean, I'm
Once he gets to 1,000 followers, not only will he be able to have a creator code for all of his death runs and such, but Bach and I will go back and do his second death run as well.
yeah. Man.
I love you to
I
death,
mean,
Frostbite,
I'm
but
definitely down to
fuck you.
do it. Yeah, dude. Oh, go to hell. We're down to do it though,
Yeah, we're like,
100%.
yeah, we'll do it, but it's just no, fuck you.
Burn,
Yeah.
burn,
Um. Yeah. I just.
man.
But I mean, like I said, it's one of those things. Like I said, I look back at the freaking video there of of us playing in 2019, and it's like it's so much fun that was happening. Like there was that game where we were playing the comp that they have or whatever the ranked is in that game, and
Hmm.
we were over at the graveyard, and I was kept missing my sniper shots, and Adam was losing his shit. Right? Like that's one of like my favorite fucking clips like of all time.
Yeah,
Right? And it's just like
man.
like that. Like I think back to like that, or I think back to some of the stupid shots that we hit, or like how we had that one win where we didn't actually kill anyone. Like you shot a rocket at them, and they blew themselves up like right in front of us.
Yeah.
Like stupid shit like that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is what the game used to be. It used to be a lot of fun. And then the most recent times that I played it now, it's just like I've gone a win or two here and there, but it's just like there's so much going on that it doesn't feel like Fortnite anymore. It feels like I don't even know what to fucking tell you. It feels like like it's like
No,
that.
it's not Fortnite, dude. Fortnite. Oh,
In my opinion, and this is gonna be a drastic opinion, but Fortnite I feel like died when they did the end event.
yeah.
When they went to the
The
new
new
island,
season or the
the new
new
chapter,
chapter.
yeah. When they did the new chapter, I feel like that's when things kind of start. That was the beginning of things going downhill. Because the new island was cool. It was awesome. It was it was fun for a little bit. But then after a while, though, it was just like, all right, whatever. Like,
Dude,
okay,
Fortnite is definitely the most revolutionary game to ever hit. Like any, I just think it's the like most revolutionary game ever.
I
Like
mean,
that's a big statement, but it just brought so much.
well, that's the thing
Like
is it brought so much, and it had such a high freaking level. I mean, it's like it took over the fucking world for you know, TikTok dances were in the game.
yeah,
There's content creators in the game. There's people who literally make a living just playing just playing a video game. That wasn't a thing. Like that was kind of a thing, but it wasn't like as big as it was with Fortnite. Like there was like literally people who that was all they did was they made their money off of doing streams of Fortnite, playing in tournaments, and going to in tournaments.
like it brought like perspective for parents to be like, oh, gaming is serious. When what's his name won
When
$1 million
Booga
or
did it, yeah.
something. When it was it 10 million? I don't know. It was
It was
something
some
stupid.
absurd fucking number. I remember at one point when that happened. I remember one of the this was back when I was coaching still. One of the moms I'm friends with, she brought it up to me at one point, and she's like, "Do you
Yeah,
think anyone could do that?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I was like, with the way the game
yeah.
is, I was like, yeah, I was like, all you got to do is just fucking put the time in, do this and do that." And she was like, well, like my kid kind of wants to get like, there's this book apparently that like was like that helps teach people how to like build or I don't know what the wording is or what it even fucking means, like this sort of thing. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this mom really asking me about buying a fucking Fortnite like training guide for her son?
It's definitely
Like,
Ninja's book, 100%,
I was like, what?
dude. But it showed people that gaming could be taken seriously, like that it is a sport at some points.
Exactly. Well,
That
that
it's
is,
serious,
you have that, and then also you have like Lupo who plays it, and then also it's like, oh, by the way, all my donos are going to charity,
right?
and like
St. Jude's is getting $10 million or something. I don't
it
even
just
know.
completely change, just kind of changing the game a little bit with different stuff like that, and it's just I couldn't believe it's I think it's the biggest fall from grace
Yeah,
because a lot of story games now, especially like on Twitch, because I feel like that's the other thing is that like Twitch, YouTube has also helped change gaming because now it's one of those things where it's like, what game can we put out that will be able to stay relevant for the longest time? Because like Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out and that shit was the bomb for like a week.
yeah.
Cyberpunk, bomb for like a week.
But it has no content. Fortnite's able to put out content every single week. Something
Exactly.
new LTM, new skins, new dances, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's new.
And it was just, and that was the thing is like it like that's the part of it that kind of changed. In my opinion, that's the part that changed the game is the fact that the amount of content that they were able to pop out was like so drastic that it's like it never gets old. Like trying to make Overwatch content, like the Overwatch content that I put out on YouTube does decently well because there's a
Hmm.
small enough fan base that follows stuff when it comes out. But it's like if I put out like a Valorant video, like 1,000 views within a fucking 48-hour period.
Yeah.
Right. One of the videos I had like almost 5K views by the end of the week. Right.
Dang, it's crazy. I mean, Fortnite just like I think about the games like you play the old Call of Duties, right? You said like you played them a little
I
bit, like
play
the
yeah I
older
play
one.
yeah I kind of played them on and off when I was in college. Like I used to watch my buddy like for instance one of my buddies Steve I used to watch Steve play, um
Hmm.
just play him all the fucking time, you know. Um
But like, think about it. When you got the game, you put it in your PS2 or PS3, and then you had content, or the content was good for like 4 or 5 months.
oh yeah exactly.
Fortnite, new week, new content.
And that's the thing, right? It's
And
like like even to these days, like it's one of those things where like I say Overwatch mostly because it's one of the bigger games for me. Like there's like 5 events every year, which in the kind of the old days, right? That's a lot of fucking content.
yeah.
But when you have things that are like weekly putting out new content, like Apex has that comic every week.
Hmm.
So every single week there's brand new content. Plus, there's they're changing ranks depending on the map. There's the different map changes. There's the different modes and arenas. There's the new characters. There's new,
New special events,
like
stuff like that. It's not as like
exactly.
or
Well,
I
like
mean,
this,
there's always new stuff.
like that's the thing, right? It's like it's like I feel like it's hard for a lot of these other games to keep up with that shit.
Like think about it. Dude, oh man,
But like
these
it's
old
like
games like
it's
Mario Kart on the N64 had no content. You got the game and that was the content.
yeah, exactly. Like for instance, like I watch Dana play it every now and then with some other people, right?
Hmm.
And when she plays it, like it's fucking it's awesome because like they're talking,
Hmm.
they're playing against each other, that sort of thing. Thank you, Jagger, for the rate of 3. Thank you, I love you. But like watching, like like they're playing it with other people, so that makes the content. If it was just like
Yeah.
you sitting down playing it, like,
Dude, Fortnite is man.
and then, like it's one of those things. Like I feel like it's also a weird one because like people either are like okay whatever Fortnite or they're just fucking furious. Like no, I don't think there's people that just are like I love Fortnite. I don't
Yeah.
think that exists anymore,
I mean,
right? Like
there's I know my little brother does, but he is very young and he just it took over with young kids.
well,
Every young kid started playing that. Every young kid was dancing to like Fortnite stuff and
when
like
that's the
that.
thing is like it's almost like the same thing with what like Disney has done with a lot of their different stuff is that this like they've targeted it at the kids, but older people can enjoy it too,
Hmm.
right? So I mean, it's just, but like no, I mean, like you're 100% right though. The fall of Fortnite is one of the biggest falls I would say in video game history because it
Yeah.
had one of those things where you had Lupo, Courage, Ninja, Tim, and Mercs every single day playing.
Like 8 hours a day.
Like 8 hours a day, all of them either together or in parties, different parties together, and that's not even including I can't think of his fucking name now because I just don't he was in Phase.
Tifa?
Yeah, there we go, Tifu, right? Even throw Tifu in there as well, like they had like some of the biggest names on Twitch all at one point, like playing one fucking game.
And they weren't being paid to do it. They did it because they loved the game. And now
Exactly,
no one's on it because it's trash.
nobody fucking plays it. I mean, and it's one of those things like we were just talking about it has like however many fucking 60K or whatever, like 54K right now. But like you look at it though, this isn't like the old one. It's 2.1. This guy's actually watching
Ooh.
the boxing fight. 2, 1.9, 900, 800, 800. That's the boxing fight. That's the boxing fight. 700, 700, 700, 600. That's the boxing fight. Like it's not like the tens of thousands of people watching different like
Dude, there were 100,000 viewer streams on Fortnite sometimes.
yeah.
Like Ninja would just go 100K, just casually. And now there's 2K for the top. Two.
I guess the thing is like I just and like also the amount of boxing ones that are on here right now is kind of fucking wild too. I'm just gonna say that.
That's
Um,
actually funny. I
There's
like it.
so many. This one literally says 1v1 EU live, and it's just a boxing fight. Um,
Man,
but yeah, like
it's sad because it was the biggest game ever at one point, and now it's nothing.
and now it's one of the like it's one of those games. It's fork knife.
Yeah,
Sometimes you play
dude.
it, sometimes you don't. So it's just
I mean, Apex Legends is bigger. Apex Legends has stayed consistent and grown.
hmm Apex Legends each season I feel like it's better. Where Fortnite each season it's just getting slowly worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, people like Apex brought new people with Arena.
hmm
I mean, and it showed them that the BR is really good. It's really, really good.
When there's people
And,
like for a hot moment when season 9 dropped, like I know for a fact like my buddy Xander, that's all he played. He didn't even
yeah,
touch the BR as soon as arenas came out. So like
I
there's
mean, if
people
they,
that literally all they do is play arenas. Like
I mean
that's
that's all right though.
I mean that's awesome. I mean it's literally they introduced a brand new game mode that people are like, you know what? I fucking love this. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
just this. Meanwhile,
that's
Fortnite's like,
awesome.
hey, we're not doing anything new, and people are like, okay, well, we're out.
Yeah, I saw Lupo. I saw a YouTube video. Of him. He's like, yeah, arenas is really fun. I'm gonna drop $500,
Oh
and
yeah,
he
I
got an
saw that.
area.
Yeah, yeah.
It just shows that like if you make a good game and you stay consistent, it's gonna pop off. But if you make a good game and you don't do much to it and you make it worse, like Fortnite, it just drops.
Exactly. No, so I mean, it's one of like we were saying. I don't know how you fix Fortnite at this point.
You can't. I don't think you can.
Like I
It's
said,
too
the
broken.
idea that I have is literally a reset. It's a reset, but then what you do is after a season or two of it, that's when you make the change. Because then at that point now, it's going to give you, I mean, what each season most of the time is what 3 months, 4 months, 3 months,
Yeah.
right? If you did 4 seasons, that gives you basically a full year to figure out, okay, how are we going to actually fix the game and make it better? And you
Hmm.
don't really have to try at that point because you're literally just rehashing old stuff, but you're showing it from a different perspective, and it can kind of change a little thing, a little bit like that. Because right now, I don't see people getting excited about like new Fortnite shit.
No, dude.
So,
I think the only like popular streamer that streams Fortnite anymore is like Cypher PK.
when yeah, and that's because it's Cypher. Like,
Yeah, that's his game, bro. No one else plays that anymore.
when that's the thing, right? You get someone like that where it's like that's his game. It's like when you can hold that title, it's kind of a fucking cool thing.
I think the ultimate title for who owns Fortnite is definitely Ninja.
Oh yeah, of course. I
He
mean, that's the game that made him.
owns.
Like, you can say that isn't the game that made him or blah blah blah, whatever the fucking else you want. That's the game that everyone's gonna fucking remember him for. It's not gonna be anything else.
Yeah,
You know.
I remember watching him on H1Z1 like way back in the day. He was tiny, like super small streamer, but he was really good at the game. And that's why I watched him.
Hmm.
And to see him pop off like that, it's insane, man.
It's yes, it's like I wish that it was.
I'm
Um,
gonna look up some. Ah,
I wish it was
Fortnite.
back to like where it was, but I mean, it's one of those things. Like I honestly don't feel like it will ever go back to where it was. Unfortunately.
Never, never.
But all right, Mark. Well, thank you for bailing me out and coming on to the podcast. That we've been meaning to get you on for since I brought it back. I appreciate it. It
Yeah, dude, I enjoyed it. I
was a lot
had
of
some
fun.
fun.
It was a lot of fun. We'll
I didn't
definitely.
think I'd be able to talk this long, but it's been like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, it's been and that's the thing. Is like it's funny because it's like I've always said with this with it's you can tell with the people who like I gel with well and like there's a good connection there because like it just easily goes. There's not really any
Yeah, it didn't feel
stumbles or
like two
anything. It just
hours
kind of
at
it just
all.
so.
Man,
But like I said, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. You're
of
not a
course.
streamer anymore, really. So I will.
No.
So I will not leave your stuff down in the chat in the comments down below. But you might see him more on the channel. If you're gonna see him on the channel again when we go do
God help me, bro.
Um,
Oh
but
no.
yet again, like I said, thank you, Bach, for coming on. I really do appreciate it.
Of course, man.
So as
Fun.
always, depending on where you guys are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, stay out of trouble, stay safe, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye.
See you later.